Okay, this is Ringwalk Media and association with Wellness Therapy, Steel Hub Management and Bartlett Carter Racing. Alright girl, how are you?
What's happening? How are we?
Alright, it's so good to see you back on a fight week. It's been a little while.
I know, I don't know, it's been what, since September, 7 months, it's a long time out, but yeah, I'm back in business.
You are back in business and, you know, going out on a very, very good card in Liverpool this weekend.
Yeah, very, very good card. Got an 8-rounder, good step up. The girls had 9 fights, us 2. I did want to fight for a title on the show, do you know what I mean? But things happen, stuff happens, and that's it. Get myself nice and warmed up for bigger things that's coming next, yeah.
Well, we'll talk about them bigger things in a minute, but listen, since September, you've been, I'm assuming, keeping well in the gym and, you know, working on new moves and, you know, just keeping yourself generally ready to get in that ring.
Do you know what? Since September, I've really had 2 camps. Do you know what I mean? I had 1 camp and I was supposed to fight in February. I had an injury, didn't box. I did an 8-week camp then, done a 9-week camp now. So I feel like I've learned a lot more in them months off than I have over my whole boxing career. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel mature. Like, I feel strong. Do you know? Like, I've never felt like a brick shit house. Do you know what I mean? I feel strong, mate.
You've got a little bit of a spring in your step today, though. It's quite nice to see.
I know. I don't know what's going on. Fuck those.
Frank Smith was drinking that water earlier. Maybe it's all in the water.
That's it. It's in the water.
Right. Well, anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You've got a title fight coming up at some point with none other than Chloe Watson. That is a storming fight.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable fight, especially for like female fighting, female boxing. And I know Chloe, we was on the England team together, we've been up through the pathways and all that malarkey, do you know what I mean? And it's a good fight, it's a wicked fight, especially for a European. In my eyes, it could be for like a world title fight, do you know what I mean? But
have a word with the Mr. Eddie, you never know.
Nah, I think they're all taken, but we could squeeze the British into it, something like that, do you know what I mean? That's vacant. But yeah, it's a wicked fight, I can't wait.
And of course, it's been a bit to and fro with Mr. Sauerland and Mr. Eddie. I think it went to Perspids, or it's going to Perspids very shortly.
Yeah, I think Perspids ends the 29th or something like that, doesn't it? So I'll fight, have the Sunday, wake up the Monday and see what happens, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait.
We can't wait for this one because we know you both very, very well actually, and it's a fight I didn't see coming, I have to say, but I'm really pleased that it's going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming on this early in like both our careers. Do you know what I mean? It's a big fight. It's a massive fight, but it is what it is. That's boxing. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. If you don't test yourself at some point, you're never going to know how good you are you?
Exactly.
So it's easy just to say, yeah, I'm really good, and not fight anyone and get 10-0 on your record. But this is a real proper challenge.
That's the thing with like female fighting. You're fighting the best in the country, the best in the world in your 6th, 7th, 8th fight. You come undisputed in 10 fights, do you know what I mean? So you ain't got time to pick up them learning fights, fights when you might have a bit of a dodgy day or whatever. You've got to be on form and you've got to make sure you win and win in style, box the best, beat the best and then become the best, do you know what I mean? That's just the way it rolls.
That was a mouthful and a half.
I don't know where that come from.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's all good. Well, listen, I know you've got a few coming this weekend, haven't you?
Yeah, they're all coming up. They're all coming up. They ain't bought no tickets, but they're all coming up.
And I know for a fact that your whole gym will be up as well.
No, yeah, so I've got all the boys coming up, all the Connor and John and everyone, and my breath coach, Greg. And yeah, the support's unreal, you know, especially being supported by people who are in boxing and people that have careers in boxing. I know how busy it is, you know, and they're taking their time out to come and see me and come see me box on Saturday. It means a lot. It means a lot.
It's little sister syndrome, isn't it? You got to look after little sister.
Yeah, they've got to look after me somehow, do you know what I mean? I look after the fighting malarkey, the fighting side of it. They got to look after me somehow.
Too right, too right. Well, listen, it's a great card actually. The Next Generation. A lot of the media kind of say, "Oh, I'm not going to worry too much about Next Generation." I think some of these cards are better than the main cards, and you know, McGrail and Leach going at it in the main event. That's an absolute storming fight and a must-win for both of them.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like fights, like cards like this, where it's like next gen and it's the up-and-coming fighters. The fighters that are on here could be fighting for undisputed title soon. Do you know what I mean? That could be the next Hall of Famers in boxing, and this is where they're found, and this is where they're made on cards like this. You know, so I love it.
This might be your last Next Gen, you know, because the next one ain't going to be on the Next Gen, I know that.
You never know. I don't mind them. I think they're well fun. I love it. Yeah.
And of course, last weekend we had Nicola Hopewell pick up the Commonwealth title. She was quite vocal and said she quite fancied a little tussle with you.
Thing is with her, yeah, she done my head in a little bit because she said to me that I'm ducking her and all this. I can show you. I texted Eddie and I said to Eddie, I want to fight Nicola Hopewell for the Commonwealth. Yeah. It turns out that she's fighting for the Commonwealth a week before my fight when I asked her to fight for the Commonwealth against a bird that I've already beat. But anyways, you know what I mean? So I asked her, all right then, fight me for the British. She said no, whatever. I've asked other people to fight me for the British. This is what it's supposed to be on that. It's supposed to be me fighting for a title or whatever. She said no. Good on her, she's won the Commonwealth, but where does it leave you now? Do you know what I mean? Like, where does it leave you now? Because I'll give you the opportunity to fight me. You've turned it down. You've been chatting absolute shit about me and all. Still turning it down. What do you want me to do now?
I don't know, ask her.
I've asked her. I've called her out on it. I even said, babe, you've chatted absolute shit about me big time. Big time. Never really addressed it. Never, I did, but not really. Do you know what I mean? Gave her the opportunity. Didn't take.
You never know in the future.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm keeping out of it because I know you both, so I'm keeping well out. I just stir it at the beginning.
No, we box each other in the amateurs, do you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But I ain't got no bad blood against her. But don't say you'll fight me and then don't fight me. I don't like that kind of stuff, do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Well, listen, it's so good to see you with a smile on your face, and it's always good to get you on. Saturday night, I'm looking forward to this one actually. I'll be interested to see how you developed, and I know you've been working hard on a few things, and I'm looking forward to the Macy Rose version 2.0.
That's what, yeah, me too. I can't wait.
Thanks for talking to us as always.
Thanks.